Welcome, folks, to the My Black Diabetes Meal Plan podcast. This is Dr. Sean Smith. I am here with registered dietitian, nutritionist, and fitness expert, Niger Safo. She's today going to actually be helping us understand some quick things that we can do to really address stubborn belly fat, being able to actually think about the kinds of foods that we need to be eating, and she's actually going to take us through some of the movements that we can be doing at home in order to create those habits that will ultimately serve us as we move into 2021, so that we can start moving a little bit more and actually getting into the best bodies of our lives. And then, Nigel, how are you today?
I am doing great. It's a beautiful day out. The snow has stopped, so I'm doing great. How are you?
Awesome. We're in Texas, so there is no snow for us, but still, I think Dave Chappelle. I think he's going to be here tonight. He's like next door. So all is good, but I actually first caught wind of you as a nutritionist, and a lot of the things that I saw people asking you were really about how to speed up metabolism, because the idea is, okay, if I can speed up my metabolism, then my body can kind of burn fat with me having to do less work, um, which I like. But my question is, you're getting this question all the time. Do you have any quick ways that we can use food to increase our body's ability to burn fat?
I wouldn't necessarily say quick because everyone thinks of quick different. To me, it seems fast, but if you're that person wanting it, it might not go as fast. But there are some quick things that you can do. And I won't even say to help your metabolism go faster, but to help your body work.
Mm,
So when we're putting processed foods, things that are heavy with salt, that we're really making our body work a little bit harder. So the quick thing that you can do is reduce processed foods, especially things that are high in fat, higher in salt, and help our body kind of work a little bit faster. When we give our body the exact amount of food we need for energy, we don't have to. It doesn't have to work as hard, and so that's what makes it seem fast. You're helping your body to properly move that food throughout and kind of burn. Hopefully that makes sense. So the process that makes it faster is you not putting so much junk food, salt, fat within your body, and by keeping it fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, lean meats, exercising, water. It's like your body's like, cool. I don't have to like work extra hard. I'm able to flow alone, and that kind of helps with that. The thought of speeding up metabolism, but really we're just helping our body not work as much.
So I'm hearing you say that your metabolism is probably good as it is. The issue is that we continuously put junk in the way and stop it from doing its job. So it's almost like we're standing in our own way when it comes to our own health. Is that kind of what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yes, and with timing. So a lot of times when I speak to people, maybe their meals are great, but they're eating a meal like every 30 minutes. You also want to give
Mm.
your body time to digest its food and then to kind of get you to have those hunger senses that, oh, I'm hungry now. Then it's time to eat instead of I'm just eating and I don't know when I'm full or I'm going past my limit. Again, your body starts to work harder. So putting those right things in your body, giving your body time to digest food, and then refuel, that's when your body's gonna kind of you're helping your body work faster.
Is there a particular window that you typically advise your own clients on when it comes to giving your body that time to digest the food?
I typically recommend 2 to 3 hours, but that plays a part onto what have you had too. So if you had a full breakfast, then maybe 2 to 3 hours, but maybe if you just had a piece of fruit, you're probably going to be hungry before 2 hours within that. So 2 to 3 hours if you had a meal. If you did not have a meal, when your body, not when you're just like your body's screaming at you, but kind of the hunger cues, like you're getting a little bit tired, maybe a little stomach growling, but nothing like you're about to pass out and your body's like screaming at you.
Okay, cool. And for us in this group, a lot of us are, almost all of us are dealing with type 2 diabetes in some way. And so there's the issue of, yes, we want to get rid of the stubborn belly fat. Yes, we don't want to be hungry all the time. But we also have to make sure we're looking out for those A1Cs, that we're taking care of our blood sugars as well. And so maybe it's too much to ask, but I was just kind of wondering, can you take us through maybe three easy to get snacks that won't raise our blood sugars? Things that we can get in between meals that can kind of keep us full throughout the day without us having to worry about, dizziness and all the things that come when that blood sugar starts to elevate.
Yeah. So a big key I like to tell people when it comes to that snack, you want it to include protein and then your whole grain. So that way that's going to help with controlling that blood sugar from rising. But some quick, easy ones I tend to tell people are like um, look on the box, but like 4 to 6 wheat crackers, and a cheese stick within that. It's so a low fat cheese stick, a small piece of fruit, small apple, a half a cup to one fourth a cup to half a cup of berries, plus a handful of nuts within that. So again, I'm having that
Awesome.
protein, healthy fat, with my carbs in there, or a small bag of like pretzels, and then a boiled egg. So again, I'm having that protein plus those grains together. And that's gonna those two together are gonna help keep us, that blood sugar to stop from rising. When we just do all carbs, and then we just do protein, a lot of times we're hungry.
I see. And one of the things I love about you is that not only are you combining, right, easy to use snacks with foods that I'm sorry, with timing schedules that make sense, but you make sure that you're building in workouts as well when you're working with clients. And as a fitness instructor, you're actually a great instructor. Um, Many of us are constantly looking to find workouts from home that we can do to, yeah, address our problem areas, be it the stomach, the thighs, the glutes, whatever it is. And you've been very gracious in actually creating a high intensity interval training that the group has already seen and loved, uh, and that we've actually been able to go through. But can you break down why that high intensity interval training is so powerful? Like, what does it actually do for our bodies?
The key with high intensity is that we're actually working at a high intensity, but it's for a short period of time. And that's what kind of we're pushing our body. A lot of times when we work out, and it's still a great workout, maybe we're doing a longer cardio session, longer lifting session. We're there for so long, we're talking, listening to music that we're not really pushing ourselves to the max. So the key with the hit is you get this great workout in a short period of time because you're usually pushing your body for a short amount of time. It can range from 20 seconds to 40 seconds, depending on what you're looking for. Then you're resting for a short amount, and then you're back at it again. So you really get that time to rest your body, stop, and then push it back at go again. And research has shown a lot of benefits too when you're resting for a shorter period of time. It's still a decent time, about a minute, usually 30 seconds to a minute, depending on your time of your hip movement. So you're stopping and then we're pushing right back up. So it takes your body too extra work to stop and then extra work to start back again. I say when I'm instructing, when I'm actually stopping, teaching, talking, and then back to working out, I'm more tired than students because I'm stopping and then I have to get so you have to bring your heart rate down, stop your body, and then push it right back up. And so that's that benefit of you're really working hard and pushing your body.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I love is that, and folks, if you haven't seen Nigel's workout that she's actually done for us in the group, it's in the group. Just go search. You will find it. It is about 12 minutes long, and it's about all you'll need. She's actually made it so that it's easy on your back and knees. And this is one of the things that I really appreciated about your expertise is making sure that you're still providing that high intensity interval training, but you did it in such a way that people were there were no mobility issues. It didn't matter where someone was. Any person from any walk of life could actually perform these movements, and that's so critical. In fact, it's kind of one of the reasons I wanted to ask, you know, high intensity interval training is so important, but do we need to be lifting weights as well? Particularly for folks who are fighting diabetes. Um, the other way of asking this question is, what does a perfect workout look like? A workout plan look like for folks in our group, for folks who are fighting diabetes on a daily basis?
I was gonna say weight loss. Weightlifting is always important and included. You want your diet and exercise to have variety. So diet's
Mm,
variety, exercise variety. There's so many different benefits, and with diabetes, they recommend flexibility, cardio workouts, resistance training, and that's where that weightlifting can play a role with that. With building your muscle, you need that support, especially as you lose weight. So not only is it supporting your muscles for you to do things for longer periods of time, being able to do simple things such as grab your things that you need, your groceries, and go. You need muscle to do those things, but
sure.
also a lot of times for want to be healthy for appearance. That lifting is going to give you the look, a shape you want. So as we lose weight, it's great. Depending on how much weight you have to lose, you might see loose skin, things like that. When lifting helps prevent that or reduce that from happening a lot. And then a lot of people, we see these people we want to shape. If you want a shape, you're
Mm,
really going to have to lift. You don't have to be a lifter, but you'll see the difference. But overall, health wise, weights, resistance training helps with support, building that support you need overall. But then if you want a look, weights are going to play a role with that too.
right. And see, so folks, not only does she give us the food knowledge, but she's also giving us the fitness knowledge. And I always say that what's in between, what makes either of these work, are good habits, right? Our ability to build good habits is the way that we can stick to plans that we know are healthy for us, and the way that we can stick to workouts that we know we need to be doing. And one of the things that uh, sometimes it's just about kind of rebuilding. It's about, taking those small habits. Sometimes we get out of it. A lot of people in our group were athletes back in the day. They were track athletes. They were basketball players. They were, some people were cheerleaders. Sometimes it takes creating small habits in order to get us back to that lifestyle that we used to enjoy and all of the health benefits that were a part of it. But we also know that it can be hard to start. And
Mhm.
so I believe even if we can commit to just 15 minutes a day while the TV is on, right? We don't have to be, we can be doing anything in the world, but as long as we can move our bodies and we're mobile, we have some time, we're just kind of, looking at passive entertainment or whatever the case is. I think that we can actually start to build new habits because that little 15 minutes can lead to 20, can lead to 25, 30, and so on. And so my question for you, Naja, is can you take us through three powerful movements that we can do over and over? Just put it on repeat from home when we're watching TV. Not in the sense that we want to pretend that this is an entire full workout, but just in the sense that we really want to get moving and we want to start contributing just 5, 10, 15 minutes a day to moving even while we're doing just anything, watching television, for example. Can you show us three powerful movements that we can start to do? And if we wanted to, we could continue to do in a loop such that our heart rates would become engaged and we would actually start to see some benefits just from simple movements we can do right at home.
Yes, I can. I'm going to be using my chair to do these movements. Mine's is rolling. I definitely don't suggest doing a rolling chair, but
Okay.
I teach this a lot with the chair or a couch. So I'm going to make an adjustment here. Hopefully.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to join you, which is why I have the hoodie on, folks. Let me see if I can. Okay.
Sorry, I can't see all of me. Let me scoot it back a little bit more. But the first one is going to be squats. I'm going to show you different ways where I'll show you. You can actually just kind of have your legs out and come up and then right back to your seat. The key is that you don't want to catch, sometimes we're catching ourselves, let your bottom drop. So that's why I said I wouldn't suggest a rolling chair like I'm using. But I do this a lot. Up and down and squeezing those abs, tucking in at the top. If you want to make it more advanced, this is not another move, but you can add arms to it, bringing it down
Mm.
and up, and that's going to work more. If you still have any more back issues, you can also, again, I'm moving my chair, use your chair as your support for squatting down within it. But another thing, I'm using this as support. I guess I should take my coat off. Sorry, guys. So you can see the move. Wearing all black wasn't the plan, but you can also do kicks. You can just kick straight out to the side. You can bring it back, and that's going to support. our glutes back there and back out. So I usually do two outside, one, two, two back, one, two, and then I switch. So maybe either you can do one for one commercial. They all have commercials. Get up and do the second for the other commercial. But I always say use something to have some support with you when it comes to these moves. So like I said, first we had our squats. Then we have our kicks within that. Again, depending on your level, you can take it to more of even a reach. So you're going to reach for your toes. You might not be able to see me. And then reach all the way back. Anything adding arms and full body, as you can see, is going to make you work a lot more. So you can stand up right where you are on your couch. If you can't reach your toes, you can go to your knees and you're just going straight down and all the way back up. All these things, when we're adding arms involved, it's going to burn more calories within that. You can get fancy. You can twist and alternate, reaching opposite hand to your opposite foot. And that way you're getting more of your abs involved and toes. But doing these, those are my favorite three that I use a lot. I tell my corporate clients to do these things too, but to add a little squat in, do some kicks, and then kind of just reach within that. Hopefully, you guys be able to
I'm
see.
like, I'm sweating a little bit. Okay, so and those, the beautiful part about that is that we can do those on repeat over and over again. Let's say that we didn't want to do just a 15-minute interval. We wanted to do the entire TV show, which is a half hour. We want to do the entire half hour. We wanted to do the entire hour, whatever the case is, but we could continue, or we wanted to do only on the commercials. But it's taken that same concept of, you know, how people will say, well, take the steps when you go to work. Well, nobody's working inside of buildings like that right now. And so it's like, we can take that same concept and just bring it into our homes. That's brilliant. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. And I try to do desk chairs because that's where I found my corporate wellness originally. But a lot of people are working from home. They're using kitchen chairs, desk chairs, or a couch to kind of support you and get that workout in.
And when you are working with clients, would you say for somebody who's just now getting back, it might have been years since the last workout, and folks might be thinking, look, I don't know, I don't know about squats, right? What would you advise them for the person who would look at the exercises that we just did together and say, I don't know, maybe it's not for me. How might you encourage that person to maybe get started?
I would say view your limits and also be mindful of yourself. A lot of times we say we can't do it when we can, but you can always put tricks to support you. So here I would have to walk over. I could grab a pillow and put it on my chair so I don't have to drop as lower if I'm doing a squat. You can even do a slight bend and stand back up. For kicks, if you can't lift your leg that high, that's okay. You don't want to lift it too high either. But the key is to try. A lot of times we say, no, I can't do that without even trying.
Mm.
And then looking for ways to support. So like I said, some of the moves, hold on, you can do them without holding onto a chair, but hold onto a chair for support until you're comfortable. Adding, maybe not dropping as low in the squat. It's still working your glutes. You're still getting a great move without you don't have to touch the ground with doing the squat. You're still going to get a great move. So I would encourage them to try to do it, but also be mindful of how they feel and maybe use some supportive things. You can use a wall. You can do wall sits or slide down on the wall to support your squat if you're really not comfortable at all dropping without any support.
So I'm hearing you say, do what you can.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you can, and because it sounds like, and as I can feel, my heart's already gone. We did 30 seconds, right? And so if you're saying, okay, we're going to do this on all the commercial breaks, this is something that can actually be a primer. It can be a habit starter, a way to get back into it. Because guess what? If you can do that for the length of a TV show or even 15 minutes, right? Walking around your block is not going to be an issue. Beginning on the bike ellipticals is not going to be an issue because you're using these compound movements, and that's recruiting a lot of muscles, and it's actually causing us to use up more oxygen. Is that right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
actually causing us to burn a lot of energy as we're doing these movements?
Yes, and we all have to start somewhere within that. But like you said, this I'm tired, but doing this for a while, and you build up, and sometimes you won't even realize it. You'll start for one commercial, and then you're like, I'm not tired. I might as well finish doing it while the show's on. And if you have to take a break, you take a break. And then next time, sometimes we don't realize. As I said, be mindful, push yourself. Usually, you can do it,
Mm,
but smart.
mm. Naja, I have to thank you so much for joining us in the middle of your day when you are seeing clients throughout the day. I thank you so much for joining us and really offering the words of encouragement, but also the information. Being able to say, look, we got 3 exercises here that you can put on repeat. That is a total body. It's going to be a total body experience. And is it meant to be the end all be all? No, but is it meant to jumpstart habits that we can build on through 2021? Yeah, it is. And so thank you so much. I really know that we're going to be seeing a lot more of you. And so I really wanted folks to just get to know you, get to understand who you are and what you do, because I think it's so important that you do what you do.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. We're going to have you back real shortly. But for now, folks, where can people actually find you, follow you if they wanted to learn more about you?
They can follow me on my Instagram. It's a lot, but it's NK Fitness and Nutrition LLC. Someone else took the other one. That's why it's so
Oh,
long.
okay. Okay.
I would never make it that long, but it's
Right.
NK Fitness and Nutrition LLC. It's the same on Facebook if you're not an Instagram person. Within that, that you can find me. And my website is nk-fitness.com. So everything kinds of lines up. If you Google all of those things, I will be there, and I post a lot of information.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, we want to make sure that we're supporting you and putting links to the IG and Facebook inside of this post. And so, once again, I thank you so much, Nija. And for now, to everybody, uh, to a blessed 2021 and to creating the new habits that are going to get you more of what you want and less of the diabetes stuff. Peace for now.